Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're delving into the dark and covert world of psychological warfare, with a focus on Operation the Sparrow, a controversial Israeli intelligence operation targeting Palestinian prisoners during the 1970s and 1980s. This operation, led by Israel's Shin Bet, sought to exploit prisoners' vulnerabilities to extract intelligence and weaken Palestinian resistance movements. While some view it as a tactical success, others see it as a dirty and morally questionable strategy. In this episode, we'll uncover the tactics used, the impact on prisoners, and the ethical dilemmas surrounding this shadowy operation. Let's dive into the murky depths of Operation the Sparrow. What was Operation the Sparrow? Operation the Sparrow was a psychological and intelligence-gathering strategy employed by the Israeli Shin Bet. The operation specifically targeted Palestinian prisoners, aiming to extract information about militant activities and disrupt Palestinian resistance movements like the PLO and Hamas. The name the Sparrow refers to the use of double agents, prisoners who pretended to be sympathetic to the Palestinian cause but secretly worked for Israeli intelligence. These double agents were planted in prisons to gain the trust of other inmates. They would initiate conversations, gather sensitive information, and report back to Shin Bet. In some cases, these sparrows would incite violence among prisoners to sow mistrust and weaken internal solidarity. By creating divisions and leveraging false alliances, the operation aimed to fracture resistance networks even within prison walls. Tactics used in Operation the Sparrow. One of the most controversial aspects of Operation the Sparrow was its use of deception and betrayal. Double agents were often prisoners themselves, recruited through coercion, threats, or promises of leniency. These agents pretended to share the hardships and ideals of their fellow inmates, only to manipulate and betray them. The operation also employed tactics of psychological pressure. False information was deliberately leaked to create paranoia, leading prisoners to suspect and sometimes attack each other. By fostering an environment of mistrust, Shin Bet made it harder for Palestinian prisoners to organize or maintain unity, weakening their ability to coordinate resistance activities. Another method involved extracting confessions and intelligence through manipulation. Sparrows would build trust with targeted prisoners, extracting details about planned attacks, collaborators, or leadership structures. This intelligence was then used to thwart operations or capture key figures in the resistance movement. The impact on Palestinian prisoners. Operation the Sparrow had a profound psychological and social impact on Palestinian prisoners. The presence of double agents created an atmosphere of constant suspicion, where no one could fully trust their fellow inmates. This paranoia undermined unity, a critical component of the prisoners' resistance. Many prisoners who fell victim to these tactics experienced lasting trauma, feeling betrayed by those they had trusted. The operation also led to physical violence within prisons, as suspicions and false accusations often escalated into attacks on alleged collaborators. These divisions not only affected prisoners inside, but also weakened the broader Palestinian resistance outside the prison walls. Ethical dilemmas and controversies. Operation the Sparrow raises significant ethical questions. While Israel justified it as a necessary measure for national security, critics argue that it crossed moral boundaries by exploiting prisoners' vulnerabilities and violating basic principles of human rights. The use of deception, coercion, and psychological manipulation blurs the line between intelligence gathering and outright abuse. Furthermore, the operation's long-term consequences extended beyond the prisons. It contributed to deep divisions within Palestinian communities, weakening their collective resistance and trust. Many human rights organizations have condemned such tactics, viewing them as emblematic of the harsh realities of occupation and conflict. Operation The Sparrow remains one of the most controversial intelligence operations in the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. While it achieved tactical gains for Israeli intelligence, it also left a legacy of mistrust, division, and ethical concerns. This story highlights the complexities of warfare and the often overlooked psychological toll on those caught in the middle. If you found this exploration of Operation The Sparrow insightful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future content. Let us know in the comments what you think about these tactics, and if there are other historical events you'd like us to cover. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.